In our parasha, we learn of the great deluge, the flood, which destroyed all of mankind. And after the flood, the Torah tells us, "Vayachal Noach ish ha'adama vayita karim," that Noach debased himself, made himself profane, and he planted a vineyard. And from the vineyard, he took the grapes, and he produced wine, and he became drunk, and he acted inappropriately in his tent. And the sages criticize Noach, and they say that he should not have planted a vine. He should have planted a crop which was more productive, like wheat. What is their criticism? What do they mean by this? The world had been destroyed. Noach came out of the ark to a completely new world. There was not a single other human being, besides for his wife, his sons, and his daughters-in-law. And everything had to start afresh. And naturally, we can understand that after going through a full year in the ark and the whole catastrophe and the tragedy of the flood, he could feel somewhat depressed, wanted to lift up his spirits, and he had this wine and he became drunk. But the criticism is that is not the way to react to tragedy and destruction. The way to react is to build. He should have planted a crop which was involved in building, lifting people up. And this is a question that's often asked when it comes to the Jewish people. We have suffered many, many destructions, many, many tragedies. What should we do? We just came through now the festival of Shmini Atzeret, Simchat Torah, which was the yortzeit of all of those people that were slaughtered on the 7th of October. Shmini Atzeret. Shmini Atzeret in Israel is one day together with Simchat Torah. It's a day when everybody is dancing and festive. And the question is, should it be Simchat Torah as normal dancing and festivity? Maybe it should be a little bit subdued. Maybe they shouldn't do the hakafot, the revolutions with the Sefer Torah. There are all different types of opinions. But I believe that the correct thing to do is to get up and to build, and not to wallow in tragedy. Yes, of course, you cannot forget those who were murdered. You have to preserve their memory. You have to respect the memory. The war is still going on as we speak. But we always find in Jewish history that after a period of destruction, it was a period of intense rebuilding and creativity. After the destruction of the Second Temple, what happened was the era of the Mishnah and the Talmud, the oral law. After the expulsion from Spain in 1492, so many of the sages who were from Spain went to Israel, went to Tzfat, and this was the time of the Shulchan Aruch, the Code of Jewish Law, and the Kabbalah, the Arizal, etc. And what happened after the terrible destruction of European Jewry in the Holocaust? The state of Israel. After destruction, there always has to be building. And this is the criticism that was leveled against Noah. Don't wallow in your pity. Don't wallow in your sorrow. Get up and build. And that is the way that the Jewish people have always coped with tragedy. We will mourn those who have passed away. We will preserve our memories, but we will build at the same time. I wish you all a Shabbat Shalom.